Well, good afternoon, everybody. Okay, thank you for joining this session as of today. And our topic today is how we're going to handle or manage digital RFI request for information. Okay, and by using Autodesk BIM 360 build solution. Okay, and before we begin, let us start with some background checking by answering these polls. So let me know what is your background, please. Okay, a few more seconds left. Please answer the polls that appear in your screen. What is your background? Okay. Right, so I'm going to share the results. So most of you are here as with other disciplines, and most of you also came from mechanical electrical background and civil and architecture. So that's good to know that we have various kind of disciplines joining this session. Okay, so hold on, let me sort things out first. Right. So welcome to Acad Systems Sdn Bhd. We are the Autodesk GoldPartner since 1993. Okay, and for those who are really new with us, we have our HQ office located at Ampang and another branch at Penang. And if you go to our website, acadsystems.com, okay, system with S, and you will find more information related to Autodesk software, especially on the latest Autodesk promotions and news. Okay, what is the current promotions that we have, and also the Autodesk online lessons that you guys joining today. This is one of them. So we have sets of free online lessons for you guys, especially during these pandemic seasons. Everybody is mostly working from home, and we will try our best to provide an education or learning for you guys. Okay, and if okay, and our topic today, back to our topic. Okay, so today we'll be going through the management of digital RFI, request for informations, especially when we are in this pandemic season. Less people will go to work on site or to office, and how we're going to handle the projects digitally without having to, every time go to site and do work based on the hard copy papers. So in this session, I will show you guys how we're going to do that just by using your laptop, mobile device, okay? And as you all know that RFI is really crucial during the construction process, where contractor will always request for information from the consultants, designers, for more detailed information so that they will construct properly, okay? And before we begin, let me share something about what's new for Autodesk recently. So Autodesk has launched a new subscription plan based on people. Okay, so and retiring plans based on serial numbers. So it means for those who are using network maintenance, standalone maintenance and multi-user subscription, it will be expired and no longer available to renew. Okay, and there are many. These plans are actually designed for name users. Okay, new plan called Standard, Premium, and Enterprise is designed for name users and provide a range of administrative support and reporting capabilities for business for every range of business size. Okay, and the benefits of subscribing name users subscription plan are to optimize your license costs because you can have a visibility into your usage data and no need to manage your own license server. If you were using network license, then previously you were having your server, setting up your server to use the software, then now you no longer have to use that. Okay, and you will give a dedicated access for all employees who really need it. Okay, that's the main purpose of this. And because most people that has been assigned to use software has been installed in the PC, so they may not be using it for quite a while. So rather than giving it, make it wasted, then name users will make sure only dedicated person will get access to use the software. Okay, and for more further info, you can always visit our website and find the acadsystems.com and go to the news menu and find the Autodesk product serial numbers to name users. Okay, and you'll find more information related to that. All right. So BIM 360 build generally have many things that we can do with this software. Okay, this is the tools that are required for every construction people. If you are working on site or if you're working from the office, rather than if you are designers or if you are the project managers, especially project consultant and project managers, BIM 360 build is a very crucial tool, and it will be very helpful software for you guys. Because in BIM 360 build, if you are the site supervisor or site personnel, site project manager, you can get to use the issue management, you can get to use the submitter trackings, RFI tracking, quality control, okay? And you can get to do the checklist for quality control and safety management, and you can also produce daily reporting for everyday log that you have. Okay, and of all features that we have in BIM 360 build today, we're going to focus more on the how we're going to manage the RFI and what is actually can be done in RFI workflow in BIM 360 build. Okay, and as you're all aware that this learning session will not involve any hard copy papers or anything related to printed data or drawings. So everything will be stored digitally on the cloud inside BIM 360 build. And because BIM 360 build has no storage limitations and no project limitations can run in BIM 360 build. So what we're going to do today is how we're going to do a bit of project setting to make sure the RFI can run properly for projects. And next, we're going to try to create a RFI from 2D drawings and 3D models. So any views that is uploaded or that is attached to the project, then you can always create RFI from the drawings. Okay, and how you're going to assign that RFI to particular team members. For instance, if you are the contractors, then you're going to assign the RFI to design consultant or architects or engineers for further detailed information. Then you'll get to assign people inside BIM 360 as well. So you don't need to issue another extra email or additional WhatsApp group or whatever, just to assign the RFI. and how we're going to manage by sorting and filtering the data or the list of RFI that we have. And then we're going to try to export a list of RFI or report the RFI that you generated daily or monthly. Okay, and last but not least is how you're going to use your mobile device. Okay, people were asking why we need you to use mobile device for these features, because by having a digital workflow, you need your mobile device. For instance, your iPad, your tablet, your mobile phone, whatever things that you can carry to your site for inspection and so on. Then you can use that mobile device for this RFI workflow also. Okay, so I'm going to jump into the BIM 360 page. Okay, so for those who do not know how BIM 360 looks like, so this is the main, this is the document management module. So if you look on the left menu that I click, we have a document management menu, project management menu, field management, assets, project admin, and account admin. So to run this setup for the RFI, we're going to click at the project admin. Okay, and it needs good internet connections to run this software. Because you don't have to install anything apart from your mobile device. You have to download the application from your App Store or Google Play Store. Okay, but for laptop, you just need to use a web browser, just like I'm doing today. So in here, as a project admin, I have rights to manage my account and do settings for document management. I can do settings for project management. So let's see what we can see in the project management here. So in the project management, you have two options or two services that you can setting. First is the RFI, the second one is the submittals. So submittals will be taught in the another lessons, but for now I'm going to focus on RFI. So in the RFI workflow, the workflow is very straightforward. So the same that like people been doing on site. So the site personnel will produce a RFI report, general report, and then submit to the officer, and that officer or manager will submit to consultants for review and responding. So and then the assigned consultants usually will reply by email or by printed out the data or the drawings needed, or submitting by soft copy through your common cloud storage like Google Drive and so on. So that's a common workflow, and it was like very by using hard copy and using your bare hand to manage all the data, all papers. But in this BIM 360, you just need to assign people. First, of course, you need to invite them. All project members, you need to have all contractors, you need to have all designers, consultants, project managers, engineers, clients, okay, all the site personnel into this BIM 360 platform. And they will have to, if they are using a mobile device, they have to install the application. Okay, and if you are using laptop, you just need to go to mobile web browser like Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox, and you just need to define the creator, the manager, and the reviewer. So for instance, I have 3 users as of now, so I can decide who can create. Okay, you can create. For instance, I'm going to assign one person to create, or all users to create. Okay, or I also have options to assign a person by role. So let's say I invited an architect team, so the whole architect team can raise the RFI. Or let's say I want to assign the construction manager, okay, or the contractor, for instance, to raise the RFI. So only contractor, only a person which is entitled as a contractor can raise the RFI. Okay, no other person can do that. So in this case, I'm going to allow all users, because I only have 3 users now in this platform. And I'm gonna also set who is going to managing or getting the data, the request transferred from. Okay, from the creator to manager, manager will get to see what are the things that is submitted by the creator. Okay, so let's say I'm using another email as a manager, and then you also need to assign who is the final reviewer. So in real case, that would be like the creator would be the contractors, the manager would be the project manager, and also the reviewer would be like the architect designer or architect coordinator. So that would be various of people that can review the drawing or the RFI. Okay, and then you just need to assign them in here so that it will be a systematic workflow for everybody to work on. Okay, and then once you have decided who is going to be creator, manager, and reviewer, then now is the time, now is the show time for the project management. Okay, and before we go further into this, we'll see there is the existing RFIs that has been created recently. Okay, we have few of them, and I'm going to show you guys how we're going to raise the RFI from web browser. Okay, so let's say I'm going to look at the drawing. So if you look at the menu on the top left here, it's very user friendly. So we're going to see there is document management features here. Okay, and you will see there is a set of drawings that I already uploaded for these learning sessions. Okay, and for instance, you're going to see the architectural ground floor drawing. So this sample is only for 2 stories of bungalow. Okay. Okay, and as a user who are using web browser, you will get to see the very user-friendly menus on the left side here. So we can click at the RFIs and you will see there is the create RFI button down here. So it's still loading. So let's say I'm creating the RFI and I'm going to pick the position. For instance, I need the RFI for the toilet. For instance, I need the consultants to provide me with toilet details in construction drawing. Okay, I'm going to put that RFI points there, and I'm going to set the title. So that would be toilet detail as a topic, as a title. And this is the assign to button that you have to click to assign to the right person. So in this case, I'm going to have the one of my email as the reviewer. So I'm going to assign to this person. And then you can also assign co-reviewers. So let's say there is another person that you need attention. You can raise this issue, then that person will also get notification in their email saying that there is a RFI created by a certain person and so on. So I'm gonna choose some other persons like okay, and then you have to set the due date. So let's say you will give them time as of this Saturday to complete the RFIs. Then you can specify the questions. Okay, so let's say. Okay, so you're asking for short drawing and detail for toilet finishes, for instance, and you can specify if there is a suggested answer that you want, yes or no, option 1 or 2 or 3. That is your idea, and you can also attach any documents or any image. Later, I will show you how to attach image by using your iPad. Okay, and you can specify the location. So let's say this one would be the toilet, and you have to specify whether there is a cost impact or schedule impact. So if that have a cost impact on finishes, so let's say that you're going to say yes. Okay, and then if there is a scheduled impact, say that if you cannot deliver this toilet, it will delay the whole project. So you just need to say yes if you want to. That is optional. And then put the priority as high as you wish. So let's say I'm going to put that as high. Okay, and then I'm going to set the disciplines related. So I'm going to assign this as architectural discipline related. And the category is the documentation incomplete. Okay, for instance. Okay, and then you can specify any other IDs if you wish to, and there is a distribution list. So once the RFI has completed, you're going to distribute the completed reports to any other persons that you wish. So if that's so, then you can assign any other persons that you want it to be receiving this distribution list. Okay, and once you have all the requested informations ready, okay, what you need to do is you just need to click at the create button down there. Okay, by creating RFI, you will see that there is a RFI number 6 created. Okay, and that's supposed to have another RFI in the list here because there is an error occurred. So we consider other RFIs still work in progress. So that's okay. So I'm going to run back. So let's say you have finished to creating RFI by using laptop. Okay, I'm just going to close this button, and then you will see if I go back to the project management module. Okay, and the one that just raised, the RFI that just raised in the by me will be listed here in the list of RFI. So it will be categorized as open because no one has responded to it yet. Okay, and you will see the assigned person. You can see the assigned person, which company they are coming from, and the due date with the locations. And if there is a document attached, let's say you are creating from 2D or 3D, whatever views that you are opening and creating the RFI, it will show as a document attached, okay? And it will have further information on whatever is things that you fill in the form, okay? And once you are, if let's say you are the responder, then you need to click at the RFI, okay? And if we have hundreds of, let's say you have thousands of RFI a week or a month for large project, you can always sort this list out. So let's say you want to see the RFI that has been assigned to one person only. So any other list will be excluded. Okay, so that's really convenient for people who wants to manage the RFI, especially wants to manage the project. Okay, and then or you can also filters by any other components like status. So what are the status that still open? Okay, and then just by due date or cost impact. If you are concerned about the cost impact, then you can see the RFI based on cost impact. Okay, and discipline categories created by or created at. So that's really the way we can filterize or categorize the list so that you don't see thousands of RFIs in the list every time you look into the list. Okay. Okay, once you have decided to open one of the RFI that has been created by the contractor, for instance, then you can just open up the RFI saying that see the details, what they need for me to provide, okay, and then you can see the location. Then you can have a look at the document attached. So just click at it, and it will bring you to the drawings. Okay, the same drawing that the contractor opened just now, and you'll get to see which drawing is affected. So you don't have to print out anything at all. Okay, at all costs, you don't have to print out. So it's kind of saving a lot of printing costs, paper costs, and so on. So by dealing with this, you will see there is RFI created for these areas, and you have to respond and say that you want to submit the official response. Okay, see the attachment, no attachment yet. So I'm going to submit the official response and saying that for toilet detail. So I'm going to put some attachment. So I'm going to browse. So let's say I'm going to upload from my computer. Okay, so let's say I have the sample detail. The main is just a sample. Okay, and then you will have to submit the official response as change the status to answers or rejected. So if the RFI is rejected, you simply need to change the status to rejected. Or if you wish to answer the RFI, just pick answer, then write the official report. So detail drawing as attached, okay? And your response will be submitted to manager. You just bounce back to manager before it will be notified by the creator. So I'm going to submit this RFI saying that it's answered. So I'm going to close everything. Okay, and then go to the status, put it off, and see if there is any other option. So now everybody in the project will see the status is already been answered. Okay, by whom, and then you can see in the details here. So what are the things that has been attached also, drawing. So everybody who is related to this RFI, assigned to this RFI also will get to see the attached drawing and see that if it's true. And if everything is done, you can always click at the close and distribute. Or if you wish to ask for more or the information is insufficient, you can always return back to reviewer saying that you need more information related to this certain area, and then that's your call. Okay, so let's say I'm going to close and distribute, and from distribution list I'm going to distribute this to these two persons, then saying that information received, for instance. Okay, and close the RFI. So once you close the RFI, it will say that the status is closed, and it will still listed here, and you just need to filters and sort everything by using this filter menus on the left side. Okay, so that's how you're going to manage or request for RFI from the laptop. And let's say I want to let me stop sharing for a while. I'm going to use my iPad. Okay, let me share my iPad screen. Okay, so this is my iPad screen that I'm sharing. So I'm opening up my BIM 360 applications, and you can see you can download everything. So people will ask why if you are using mobile device on site, so there is a high possibilities that you don't have any internet connections on site. So that is understandable, and that is really true, because this application is helping you allows you to download the drawings beforehand. Before ever you go to site, you'll be able to download everything and work offline and resynchronize everything once you get back online or get back to office. So for instance, I would like to open up some drawings. So this is using my iPad. I'm going to open up drawing, and this is with the internet connections. Okay, and you got to see the drawings just as similar as things that you can see inside by using laptop. Okay, let's say you want to see this data block. So you also get to see this. Okay, and you will see on the set of menus at the bottom, there is a markup button, markup command, issue, and RFI measures. And let's say if you are running for inspections on sites, okay, and you're going to validate certain things. So I would like to request for information by using this iPad. So I'm going to hit the RFI button and tap to place the new. Okay, I'm going to place at the staircase, for instance, mentioning that staircase railing detail required. So it can be any topic. Okay, and require railing detail following UBBL specs, for instance. Okay, and then you can assign to. So I only have one person to assign for now, and then you can specify the locations, ground floor, and you can set the due date. So let's say you need the details of the railing by next week or by next month on 6. Okay, I'll just randomly pick any dates and I'll find the co-reviewers if you wish to. So I'm gonna pick these persons and this persons and click done. Okay, distribution list. Okay, and for mobile users, you have options to take picture on site whenever needed. So let's say there is a picture camera button down there, just on the blue color. So I'm going to click that blue color button and I'll start taking picture. So for instance, I'm going to take pictures showing that that area needs my attention. Okay, and then click done. Okay, and you're going to submit. Then this RFI will have one picture or any pictures attached to it. So what will I do? I'll just go to create button on the top right. So click create and the RFI is already created. So as many as RFI that you wish to create, so please make sure that you are having the right drawings to view, and you just need to you know, have enough battery life for your iPad, because just to make sure the app is running until it gets the internet connections. Okay, and then once you're done, so let's say as you are already submitted the RFI from the site, then as manager, I'm gonna use my okay. I'm gonna stop sharing for now. Okay, I'm gonna stop broadcasting, and then I will share my screen here, and I'm gonna refresh the list. Okay, and see the RFI that we just created just now has been listed in the RFI list. So RFI number 7 is still open. So what they need to do is status really detail required. You just need to click and respond if you are the responder. Okay, if you are the reviewer and so on, so just what you need to do is you just click the submit official response and repeat the steps that as I showed earlier. Okay, so that is how convenient it is to handle your RFI. So you don't need to bring papers, you need to bring, you know, bunch of AOO or A1 papers on sites that sometimes leads to, you know, miscommunications, and sometimes you would bring the wrong drawings on site. So that would really inconvenience for you to, but by using BIM 360, everything is online. Then what you need to do is, you know, the access to the platform and then your device. So that's the thing that you need to do to have as of now. Okay. And for further details, if you are interested to know more about BIM 360, you can always contact our team members. Okay. You can always call our office for further inquiries on this BIM 360. So that is actually how we can run BIM 360 features by running the RFI features in BIM 360, and how you're going to use your mobile device, your laptops, okay, to control, to raise the RFI issues, RFI tickets, and then how to manage the RFI tickets. So that's basically on how to manage the RFI digitally by using BIM 360. So I will open these sessions for any questions from you guys. If you have any questions regarding this RFI or BIM 360, just need to drop the questions on the chat room. Okay. So questions by Marcos Santos, does everyone needs Autodesk ID to access BIM 360? The answer is yes. As a matter of fact, everyone needs access to BIM 360, and if the person have access to BIM 360, it means that person officially have the Autodesk ID by attaching their email. So saying that if you don't want anybody to have Autodesk ID to access BIM 360, that is kind of impossible, because BIM 360 and Autodesk ID is actually similar IDs that they are working on. Okay, while waiting for other questions, so I'm going to run the polls, or before I run the poll, so let me show you on how you're going to get help from us. So if you go to our websites, okay, there is a help desk menu up here. So the second one, you just need to click at the Acad systems, new help desk. So what you need to do, if you have any issues or any things related to Autodesk products, okay, you can always raise the issues here. So currently I'm logged in as using my email. So saying that you are the new users, so you can just continue as guest. Okay, and then just provide me your name. Okay, and don't forget to enter the subject. So saying that you got the software license error issues. Don't forget to provide your email. Okay, and don't forget to put your company. Okay, and then further details on your issues, showing that AutoCAD cannot run. Okay, and you can also attach a file or images, and don't forget to put the categories to KL or Penang technical inquiry. So you can always put the priority to high, and our team will respond to you immediately. Okay, so I'm still waiting for any other questions from you, from all of you, if there is any. So while waiting, also I'll just run another polls. Okay. So this is to see whether you are satisfied with our online lessons. Okay, and will you be able to use what we have learned today? Of course, if you want to implement, you need your BIM 360 account. So in the future, you may be using it, because most of projects now, for BIM projects especially, they are trying to implement BIM 360 as their common data environment platform. Okay, and would you recommend our online lessons to your friends and colleagues? Okay, so hopefully we can share this knowledge to everybody. Okay, your colleagues, your friends, your office mates. Okay, whoever that you think is interested in this, just share, because we have our YouTube page and also Facebook page running this session live. Okay, so thank you for the answers. I'm going to end this polling now. Okay, so thank you that you feel that you satisfied with the sessions and able to use what you learned and would recommend to your friends and colleagues. So if there is no other questions, I would like to say thank you for everybody who attended these sessions, spending your time during this pandemic season. Hopefully you guys will stay safe and healthy, and don't forget to you want to see how to export the RFI. Okay, all right. Thank you, Marcos, for the questions. So For exporting the RFI, okay, so back to the BIM 360 page. Okay, so saying that you have the list of RFI that you see here. So seeing that you have the seven of RFI that have various status running. So you have options to create the PDF report and CSV report. So of course, PDF report will give you an entitlement to view the reports with with the templates ready by BIM 360, and CSV report will give you flexibility to edit some of things. Okay, but once you have generated the reports, so none of the reports will be linked with the BIM 360. Okay, it's just a report. Okay, and there are a few methods that you can use. First is by looking at this project management features. You can run the PDF report button here if you want to see, and it will saying that you have a RFI report title as of today. Okay, and you can specify the message, additional message that you wish. Then you can simply create report, and it will send the report to your email directly. Okay, and what you will see is something like this. Okay, so for instance, you have the project name, you have the RFI report name, and you will have the contents. So all of the reports that you listed here will be shown here, open, rejected, or closed. Okay, and with the additional informations on assigned to, created, date, created, and due date, and so on. Okay, and date answered also will be shown here. If there is no answer, we will still keep open, and the date answer will be still empty. Okay, that's the generic report. And then the other methods that we can go is by looking at the insight command here. There is an insight button here. Just click the insight to see the overall report for not just for RFI, that's for everything that we can do with BIM 360, for instance. Okay, saying that, so you have the insight on the design for issues and so on. And you can also, if you look at the project controls up here, okay, you also get to see the graph of the overdue RFI, due in next 5 days, and also due after 5 days. Okay, so we have also several RFIs that has all features on this, and also one submittal items ready. Okay, and this is based on the current assignment, okay, due in next 5 days. So this is kind of we call it overall reports for RFI, especially for project management, project controls, and you'll get to see the RFI activity down here. Okay, how many RFIs created on during this months and the other months. Okay, as of today, we created 5 new RFIs. Okay, and last month I created 2 new RFIs. So you will get to see the activities, and as long as you are the administrator, you have rights to see all of these features. Okay, and you also get to see what are the RFI that are still active here, and what are the RFIs that has been closed. So these are all features that we can see. And then if you want to go back to the project management, okay, you can see the same thing. And if you want to export as a CSV, it will also preparing the files to be downloaded. So I'm opening up the CSV file. Okay. So this will be some sort of the tabular that has been generated from the RFI created in BIM 360, and you'll get to see along with the questions, title, location, response, and so on. So this format allows you to keep tracks by using Excel. Okay, you can print it out, you can generate reports, monthly report, and so on. So you can sort everything out in here. Okay, and that is depends on how you're going to manage files in Excel. That's totally depends on your skill. So that's kind of samples of reports that you can generate. Okay, is there any other questions? Okay, thank you, Marcos Santos, and also I would like to say thank you to everybody. Thank you, Kenneth, thank you, Faidi, Norita Nordin, Sapian Mursidi, okay, and the rest of Acad Systems team for spending your time joining my sessions, and hopefully to see you guys in the upcoming sessions by Acad Systems. So as of now, if you look at our homepage menu, okay, we will have another topics. For tomorrow, we have, sorry, not tomorrow, on the 30th of October, we have another topics, pre-existing and simulations, also features of AutoCAD mechanical, and also an event tooling. So stay tuned for our next topic for BIM 360 next month. So just keep following us on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, acadsystems.com. So thank you very much, guys. Hope to see you guys again. Bye-bye.